Hey everybody there who's watching this video, probably Rick and some others. I just wanted to demo a few things with some digital switching that we had talked about previously. So I'm going to show you kind of some things that are going on here. Let me start with the behind the scenes kind of look. So a little bit of inception viewing, if you will, from in here. So this is my screen, and what we see here, so down in the bottom left hand corner, is where we're at. I have different scenes all set up, and I've titled them things that make sense to everybody, I guess. So there's a title screen, which is where we started. There is behind the scenes, which what I'm showing you right now, which is basically my monitor view of this. Then we have things like full IMAG. We have song lyrics with IMAG, full screen slides, side slides, bottom slides, IMAG with bottom slide and side points. There's full screen video, and then video with text. And those are just some of the things that I came up with that I thought maybe we could possibly use. There's an infinite amount of other things that we could do with this in there. So if we start with full IMAG, again, my webcam doesn't have the same dimensions as our cameras at church, so I don't go all the way to the side. My camera kind of stops, right here, and it doesn't fill it up, but we would have the right angles and the right size of everything. We have that figured out pretty well at church, so just be aware of that when you're looking through it. The next point is song slides. Now I'm using PowerPoint. We use Media Shout, but I don't have access to that, and so song lyrics with full IMAG. Again, my full IMAG would go all the way across the screen, and then song text could go over the top of it. We can change this to be any font that we want, obviously, and Media Shout uses that already. It can fill up the entire screen left to right and not just the middle like I've got it here, but that's how that works. I do have the song lyrics on a green screen, and so that's what I use for my stuff. We would have to figure out how that would go, so it's just got a green background so that it appears see-through, and that's how I have my stuff set up, because I have a green screen behind me as well in my studio here at home. So that's the way that works. The next bit after that is to do full screen slides, and Rick sent me some of these so that we could take a look at how that would work for all of those. So basically you would go from full IMAG to full screen slide, and that slide pops up here just the way it goes. The person running Media Shout could flip through them. This one does not have any black screens in it, but if it did, then you could just go back to full IMAG, and it rotates through those. And then you could go to the next one that you want to be up, and then just the switcher, which is the video person, would click on the correct scene that they want up on the digital switcher, and that would be xsplit in our case, and then it would go back to full IMAG. So they just click back and forth, and then the person running Media Shout would press spacebar when they're not on the screen. And that would be pretty simple transitions and all those things. Obviously, you don't want to close out of PowerPoint or Media Shout while you're on the screen. Okay. Then the next one is for things that have like song slides, or not song slides, but side slides and those sort of deals. So the bit that we have here, this is full IMAG, and then I'll do this one here. So then there is a side slide with IMAG. Now notice that the one that you have it centered, and then when I put it up here, it's much smaller. So I think with digital switching, you have the full screen size, so you've got a little more room. I know that was one of the concerns that you had. And so in this case, you would push spacebar, the Media Shout person would push spacebar, and then that would create a blank. And then you could go back to full IMAG, and then the next one you would look at and say, okay, this one's a bottom slide, so I'm going to click the bottom slide button. And I have this off just a little bit, which I'll show you later why, but that's how that works. So you can see that you have a lot more space left to right that you could use than what you had before. Then they would push through the entire quotes, or however many there are, and we'd go through that. Then you go back to full IMAG, switcher pushes that, and then we do all of that. So this is the last one here with a bottom slide, and it looks like that. Then this is stuff that I made up. So I used the full screen and increased the size of the text so that it looks bigger. Oh, you could add more text if you kept it the same size, and how all that stuff works. And then the next screen I set up like this so that you could put points on one side and then maybe quote or something down on the bottom, Bible verse, something like that. However you wanted to do that. You could put video up in the corner, and then the other 2 points are down there. And again, this video would be full screen, whatever's showing up on the video iMag there as well. Okay, the next thing that I have is full screen video. So this is a video file that is saved on my computer, not through Media Shout. So we would do this a little differently when we have Media Shout all set up, but this is video file. You can talk over it, so you could have audio coming through at the same time. Obviously that works just like everything else before. We also have the option to do text overlays on this, so you could put up overlays on top of these things if you wanted to, whatever you were doing there. And those kind of look a little bit, you can change a lot about them, but that is an option to do that. Then you could do something like this, where you had this is set up like a PowerPoint, so there's a video inside the PowerPoint and it's playing at the same time, and then the Media Shout switcher has the option to put up like things that are going on in the video at the same time, and so this overlay looks like that. And I can't show it to you, but basically I've got a green screen on my computer and then the PowerPoint stuff is set up on the corners of it so that it shows up black on the screen and then has white text over the top of it. So that's how that works. It's pretty simple to do in my opinion, so I just wanted to show that to you guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, send me an email, or give me a call. But thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.